Okay, hello everybody. Hello. Redstone Pro here. We are back here with another live stream coming to you from West Houston Street, right in between Greenwich Village and Soho, south of Houston Street. Hello everybody. Thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream on this beautiful Thursday night here in New York City. We have another beautiful night ahead of us here. How's everybody doing? Hoping everyone is doing well. Hoping that everyone's Thursday is well. Thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream, and happy anniversary, Todd and Mary. Happy 1-year anniversary. And Lena, I'm hoping Lena will join us as well. Happy anniversary, Lena. And hello to everyone in New Hampshire. Okay, so today is Thursday, September the 11th, 2025. The time now is 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time. The temperature is 75 degrees Fahrenheit, 23 degrees Celsius. And hello to Peter. Good evening, Peter. Nice to see you here, Peter. We are located here right along West Houston Street, right in between Greenwich Village and Soho, which is south of Houston Street. So thank you all once again for joining me tonight as we pay our respects to those who lost their lives during the September the 11th, 2001 terror attacks. But before we go to the World Trade Center side, we are going to check out the Feast of Saint Gennaro. The Feast of Saint Gennaro just started today as well, so we're going to check that as well. We're going to check that out. That is where we'll be starting our stream since we still have some daylight here. And we'll be checking out the World Trade Center, the commemorations there in about an hour. So right now we are going to check out the Feast of San Gennaro just to get some extra content in. And once again, happy 1-year anniversary to Todd and Mary as well as Lena. I'm hoping that Lena can join us here in the chat. So we're going to walk down here right along Houston Street. We're going to head to the Feast of San Gennaro. We're not going to do much there, so we're just going to pass by the Feast of San Gennaro, which just started today right along Mulberry Street in Little Italy. And from there, we'll be walking down to the World Trade Center site to check out the 24-year anniversary of the September 11th, 2001 attacks. So we'll be paying our respects to everyone who unfortunately lost their lives on that terrible, unfaithful day. So, hoping everyone has had a wonderful Thursday as we head into Friday. It is another beautiful evening, beautiful night here in the city. So we're going to check out the Feast of San Gennaro. We're just going to walk through the feast. We're not going to do anything particular there, just check it out real quick. Right before we head down to the World Trade Center. And speaking of the World Trade Center, we have one World Trade Center, the current one World Trade Center right there in the distance. We can see the antenna and the spire up there. One World Trade Center. We'll be heading there later in the stream. So thank you, Todd and Mary. Thank you to Peter for joining me in the chat. Thank you everybody who is watching right now. Hopefully more of you will join in as the stream goes on. So right now we are walking along West Houston Street on our way over to Mulberry Street in Little Italy to check out the Feast of San Gennaro, which just got underway today. This is the first day of the Feast of San Gennaro. So we're gonna walk right through it, get a little preview, a little glimpse of the feast, and then from there we'll be joining the commemorations over by the World Trade Center site and the memorial there. What a beautiful evening it is here again tonight. Thank you for those of you who joined me last night during that stream. And we have another view there of One World Trade Center. Beautiful One World Trade Center. That is the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere. And this church right here, this is the St. Anthony of Padua Parish Church. They have a little market here taking place. Looks like they're just wrapping up for the night. Okay, so we'll be heading towards the World Trade Center site, hopefully by 8 o'clock. I'm hoping to be down by the World Trade Center site by 8 o'clock. But first, we are going to check out the Feast of San Gennaro real quick. That is where we're heading first. That is where we'll be kicking off the stream right along Mulberry Street.
No, but see, okay, I think the part of Greg.
So right now we are walking along West Houston Street in the Soho neighborhood here, south of Houston Street, on our way over to Mulberry. I love you, Flora. Someone spray painted that there. Hello to Lena. Nice to see you, Lena. Happy anniversary, Lena. It's your 1 year anniversary along with Todd and Mary. Thank you for joining us here tonight. It is 2:10 a.m. in Romania. Thank you, Lena, for joining me on this special somber day. And I appreciate your effort in staying up late in order to join us tonight. Okay, so right now we are heading to the Feast of San Gennaro. That is our first stop during this live stream tonight. We're gonna check out the Feast of San Gennaro, which just started today. 10-day feast, which runs to the 21st of Sunday, which is next Sunday, September 21st. And from the feast, we'll be making our way down to the World Trade Center site to check out the 24-year anniversary and the way they are commemorating this anniversary there. Beautiful neighborhood of Soho here. And make sure you guys join me on Saturday for the grand procession of the Feast of San Gennaro. We'll be spending the whole afternoon and evening there. So tonight we're just gonna be walking by real quick, just checking out, just getting a little preview of the feast. And we'll be back on Saturday to do a full stream on that.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like.
And let's all remember those who passed away, who were killed during the 9/11 attacks back in 2001. Almost 3,000 people. And what is the which remains the biggest terror attack in human history. Are you going to that big water place? You're referring to the are you referring to the memorial pools? If so, yes, that is where we're heading. We are heading there later in the during the stream. Yeah, we'll be checking that out. We'll be checking out the September 11th memorial, the memorial pools, as well as the tribute and nights that'll be on later tonight. Yeah, so we're gonna check all of that out once we get to the sites. That'll be later in the stream. We still have some daylight, so I figure let's just check out the Feast of San Gennaro until it gets dark, and then we'll be heading to the World Trade Center site from there. So thank you, Lena, and once again, hello to everybody in Romania. We're coming up on Broadway here. Looks like we have another busy night of us here in New York, of course, with the kickoff of the Feast of San Gennaro. Wow. I will try to stay up a little while. I sleep early lately. That's why I can't attend. That is fine, Lena. Just try to stay as long as you can. I definitely appreciate you even being here at the moment. Thank you so much, Lena, and happy anniversary. Look how busy it is here, right along on Broadway here. We have the sirens, of course. It ain't New York without the sirens. Okay, this is a long light here. Okay, so we're just waiting here. This is a long wait here to cross the intersection here. Okay, finally.
I actually think we can.
Okay, so we're gonna make our way down to Mulberry Street. That is the location of the Feast of San Gennaro. It actually starts right here, right along Houston Street, and it continues down to Canal Street. Wow, okay. Well, it's pretty noisy right now, and we haven't even gotten down to Mulberry. All right, this is Crosby Street right here. We can see the cobblestones there as well. One of the cobblestone streets. And this is Lafayette Street. Mulberry is just the next street over. And hello to Natty. Nice to see you, Natty. Happy Thursday, Natty. And we have an ambulance pulling up right here to the entrance here of the feast. Hopefully everything's okay. Looks like we have a Ferris wheel right over here. I don't recall seeing this last year, right on this stretch here. We have some pop figures there. Okay, so here we are. This is the northern entrance of the Feast of San Gennaro, right along West Houston Street. Actually, no, this is East Houston Street now. Okay, look, they even have a Ferris wheel right over here. So that is nice to see. They definitely didn't have that here last year. Looks like they added more rides and concessions right along this this stretch here. Okay, so let me pull back here so you guys can see the sign. This is the first day of the Feast of San Gennaro. Look how beautiful it is. They even have the Ferris wheel right over here. This is very nice. Okay, so let's check out the Feast of San Gennaro on the first day here. And from here, we'll be heading down to the World Trade Center. That's a nice Ferris wheel. Yeah, it's just a coincidence, you know, that 9/11 and the first day of the feast falls on the same day this year. Okay, we got the tickets booth right here. We have some games here. We got the basketball. We have custom hats and t-shirts over here. Very nice to see that. All right, we got the balloon games here. You throw darts at it. Yeah, the feast runs all. It's a 10-day event. It runs to the 21st, which is next Sunday. Look at the cannoli. We have some cannoli cookies over here. Look how nice that is. $2 for a cookie. That's nice. We have the lemon drop here as well. Rainbow chocolate chip. Interesting there.
Are they like bready?
All right, so we're just gonna do a quick walkthrough of the feast. We'll be back here on Saturday to cover the entire feast, including the grand procession, the parade that takes place here. That'll be on Saturday. So make sure you guys join me. We'll be back here on Saturday for the grand procession and the parade.
Well, you're right.
So this right here, this is the quieter end of the feast. Once we get down to closer to Canal Street, that is when we'll see more and more folks. We'll see more and more vendors.
That makes sense. So, have you heard of...
And Lena is fasting. That's a terrible time to fast right now. Maybe I can tempt you to eat something as we look around here at the feast. Hey, hello to my sister in the chat. Welcome, Masita. We are at the Feast of San Gennaro. We're just gonna walk around here real quick. Oh, we got the crystals here. We got marbles. We got the quartz. This is very nice here. We have the little, looks like a bonsai tree there made out of crystals. Amethyst.
Yeah, no, yeah.
All right, we got some bear claw. We got some tooth here. Lucky rabbit's foot. Okay. This is an actual rabbit's foot, huh? Look at that. All sorts of interesting items here. We have an orange calcite. Okay, we're gonna find some, vendors selling some unique items here, besides food. Lena says, "Oh no." Okay, we got the food vendor. This the feast is mostly known for its food, but we do all see other vendors as well. We got the empanadas over here. All right, we got music here. Gonna have to play my own over that for the moment here. To Andrew. We have the panini over here, the panini sandwiches. This is the Feast of San Gennaro.
Gennaro Feast.
This is the Feast of San Gennaro. This is the first day of the feast. We're just checking this out while we walk to the World Trade Center. We got corn on the cob here on the grill. Very nice roasted corn on the cob. We have the kebabs here as well. Oh, look how nice that looks.
Barbecue, please.
This is 10 day, Andrew. You have 10 days to check this out. This runs all the way to next Sunday. Yeah, so we're gonna be back here. We're just doing a quick walkthrough here on our way to the World Trade Center. So we're gonna be back here on Saturday to do a full stream here. This is just a little preview here. So Saturday is when the parade takes place, the grand procession. So I'll be back here on Saturday to live stream the parade, and then from there we'll be checking out the feast. So we're just doing a quick walk here while we walk to the World Trade Center. And we are expecting a ton of folks here as we head into the weekend. All right, we got the corn dogs over here. Look how nice that looks. Oh, it smells really good here. I'm tempted to get something right now. We have the fruits, the water drinks, the fruit drinks, the lemonade stand. Freshly squeezed lemonade. Freshly squeezed. These are nice cups here. We're gonna be back for sure. We're gonna be back here on Saturday. Yeah, we're gonna be back here for the parade. Yeah. Okay. All right, we got more games here. We got the stuffed animals here. Orange Cassidy's freshly squeezed from AEW. All right, we got some pearls over here. Check out the pearl vendor. And we got Bad Bunny here. I'm gonna have to play my own music over Bad Bunny. How's it going, man? All right, we got pizza over here. Okay, so we got all sorts of, as you head down Mulberry Street, it gets more and more crowded. We got more corn on the cob over here on the left. We have this fruit, we've seen this here before. We got the fake fruit, we got the fake shrimp. Vegetables, this is very nice. We have the seahorse right over here. All right, so these are actually these are all magnets. This is a looks like a krill. We have the shrimp right over here. It looks like. Okay, so these are 12 for $5, 25 for $10, which is actually not bad. Not bad at all. 25 for $10 is actually pretty damn good.
I sent on a live with it.
We're live at the Feast of San Gennaro. Want to say hello?
Yeah, I want to say what up to them.
How's it going?
Up live, follow me, Mr. Face in your face, and I'm with Stack Slow.
Stack Slow.
Never high.
We outside.
Outside.
You're on Instagram? You're on Instagram?
Yeah.
We everywhere.
What's you're everywhere, okay. Want to show your Instagram here?
You want me to show my gram? This is my gram,
It's
y'all.
very active.
Let me focus on that. Okay, so that's his Instagram right there. What's yours? You want to show yourself?
What's your shit,
video
though?
right
Rest on Pro on YouTube. Rest on Pro.
Stack Slow. Never high. We outside.
Bro.
We're outside. We're enjoying the feast. Let me focus on that. Stacks there, right?
Yeah.
That's his Instagram right there. You got one too?
Stack Slow. Y'all know that.
Okay. Let me focus on that.
What's your YouTube?
Nay. We got Nay right here. Rest on Pro. Rest on Pro on YouTube.
Rest.
Red,
Pro?
red, like the color red. Redstone,
red.
yeah.
Oh, Red Stone.
Red storm, like a storm, like a thunderstorm, yeah.
Pro.
Yeah. You're gonna see the flash bolt right there, the lightning bolt right there, yeah.
We on it, bro. We subscribe.
Appreciate it though. I'm gonna check out your content. All right, no doubt. Stay safe, y'all. Okay, we got representing right here at the feast. Yeah, one of them just he just subscribed, so I'm gonna check out his Instagram once I'm done with the stream here. I'm gonna check out their social media, but definitely follow them. All right, so we got the shades right here. We got the glasses vendor right here. Look at that. That's very nice. The house guests have arrived, so I have to depart. Thank you, Peter, for your little short visit here. It's definitely appreciated. No matter how short it is, everyone is appreciated here. If you guys have to do other things, you know, you can always come back. Okay, we got more of the kebabs here. Very nice.
Let me explain why. It ain't your regular portable charger, Ace.
All right, we got the pineapple over here. Look how yummy all of these platters look. Hello. Buenas noches. Look how yummy this looks. This is a lamb gyro on the pita bread with the tzatziki sauce. And of course we have the, it wouldn't be the feast without the Italian sausage. Look how yummy this looks. Look at the smell of it too. It smells really freaking good. So once we're back here on Saturday, we're definitely gonna try out the food here. It is so good. If only you get now. It is like Little Italy. We are in Little Italy right now. This is Mulberry Street. So once the weekend gets here, I can assure you it's gonna get crowded with wall-to-wall people. If you guys saw my stream last year, you would have seen it. It gets really crowded here. It looks pretty okay right now. All right, we got some old school subway photos here. This is back when the subways were full of graffiti art.
Oh, good. Yeah. How old is he now? He's 87 or 88. I'm probably going to go home and see him next year.
I'm gonna get food there after work. You definitely got to come down here, Andrew. You got 10 days to check this out. All right, we got more of the kebabs over here. We got the Sicilian pizza right here. Look how nice it is. We are buffering from time to time. That is mostly due to the crowds here, I would think. Okay, so apologies if you guys are experiencing some buffering. That is expected considering the amount of folks here. Unfortunately, that's an unfortunate part of live streaming an event where you have a lot of foot traffic here. Okay, very nice. We got the freestyle music here. More of the funnel cakes. All right, so if you guys are experiencing any buffering, apologies. That is an unfortunate part when you're trying to live stream an event, you know, where we have a lot of folks out and about. So this is definitely no different. Okay, so this is the heart of Little Italy right here. And we got the cheesesteaks over here. Oh, I love cheesesteaks. Oh my goodness, that's one of my favorites. Love the cheesesteaks. Hey, we got Al right here. We got Al right here from Live Walking NYC.
What's up?
How are you?
How are you? Been good.
Enjoying the feast?
Yes, absolutely.
Very nice, very nice. Are you coming for the
What's your channel?
Restaurant Pro? Restaurant Pro. Are you going to be here for the parade on Saturday?
Maybe not. Maybe, I don't know yet.
Okay,
But be careful because it's going to be a lot of people.
Yeah, it's going to be.
You walk in front of it, you want to make sure.
Yeah, I was here last year and it was just wall to wall. It was
Good to meet you.
nice to see you again now. Live Walking NYC. And let's check out the cheesesteaks over here. Look how nice that looks. Wow.
Nice Philly cheesesteak.
Show the sign. Show the sign. Right? Yeah. You don't know what we had to do to find this food.
That looks so good. Wow. How much is that? $22. You can see the prices right here. We're going to be back here on Saturday to check out the food. Al is a very nice guy. He's a very, very nice guy. Oh, look how nice that looks. Freshly prepared. Lena, I hope it might be difficult for you to still feast after, or to fast rather, after you've seen all of this food here. It is so yummy here. Wow. All right, we got the pork over here. We got the penne, the pork. Gotta represent the pork at the feast as well. We got some seafood on this side here. Okay, the signal appears to be pretty good here. So, oh, we got the, oh my God. Look at this here. This reminds me of Renniero's. That is the Italian bakery over on First Avenue. Look at the cannoli. Look how nice those yummy cannolis. We have the tiramisu cake down here as well. This is yummy. Okay, so the feast, this is the 99th year of the Feast of San Gennaro. This event started back in 1926. The Feast of San Gennaro celebrates the life of Saint Gennaro, who was the patron saint of Naples in Italy. Wow, look how nice this is. Beautiful Feast of San Gennaro. It is getting crowded. Once we passed Broome Street, this is Broome Street right here. This is where the bulk of the feast actually takes place. As we look back, look how beautiful it is. This is actually pretty okay compared to what we've seen in previous years. So the crowd right now, they're not bad right now, honestly. So let me just grab a couple of pictures here before we continue over here. So we are going to be back here on Saturday to cover the Grand Procession, which is the parade that takes place here during the feast. That'll be on Saturday.
feelings.
Watch yourself, watch yourself.
We got an iguana down here. Look at that. And right over here we can see San Gennaro. That is San Gennaro himself, for whom the feast is named after, the patron saint of Naples. All right, we got cigars here as well. How are you? Okay, let's get away from the music there. It is getting more crowded, just like I expected. Further down you go, Mulberry, the crowded it gets.
Best place where always the same.
Look how beautifully decorated the streets are here along Mulberry. Beautiful. We have the Amici Ristorante right over here. And hello to Fisher. Nice to see you, Fisher. We are checking out the Feast of San Gennaro right before we head to the World Trade Center and check out the anniversary day of the 9/11 attacks. Look how beautiful it is here.
Everything is inside.
Okay, so this is where the heart of the feast right here takes place. We got a large crowd here, and this is only the first day, by the way, the first night of the feast. Look at this here, it's beautiful, it's absolutely beautiful. Welcome to the Feast of San Gennaro. Okay, I'm gonna do a little video here real quick.
What they say? Oh, I own it.
And we have the Ferris wheel here. This is the same Ferris wheel. I believe it's, yeah, this is their Ferris wheel that I rode on last year. I believe it's this one. Yeah, it should be this one here. We'll be getting on the Ferris wheel when we come back here on Saturday. Hey, hello to Sunflower. Nice to see you, Sunflower. Welcome to the Feast of San Gennaro. Okay, so last year, this is the same Ferris wheel that I rode last year, so we'll definitely be back here on Saturday, and we'll be riding this Ferris wheel once we're back here on the weekend. Okay, let me just do another video, a little video clip here. And by the way, this video will be uploaded, the clip that I'm doing here will be uploaded to my TikTok. my TikTok channel. So make sure you guys subscribe or follow me on TikTok. I'll be posting the video there later tonight. Very nice here. We got the bananas, the stuffed bananas here as well. All right, so I'm just gonna try to grab a picture here before we continue. How high is the Ferris wheel compared to American Dream? This Ferris wheel, this is a very, very small Ferris wheel compared to, what is it, to the Dream wheel. That's the Ferris wheel that we got on there in New Jersey. This is a very small Ferris wheel compared to the Dream wheel in New Jersey. This Ferris wheel is probably no taller than maybe 50 feet. All right, so let's continue here. Ferris wheel thumbnail.
Still. Yeah, we were here, I'll give you one. Everybody wins. Mine, ladies. I mean, prize every time.
All right, so I'm definitely gonna have to change the title of the live stream here. So let me do that real quick since we are covering the feast as well. I'm gonna have to change the title here.
He was really trying to like.
Gennaro, I believe it's 2 N's, yeah. All right, so I definitely do have to change the title here. Okay, so originally I was just gonna cover the anniversary of 9/11, but we are here at the feast as well. So I had no choice there but to change the title of the live stream.
Yo, you be streaming?
We are live, yeah. You wanna say hello?
Yeah, what's up? What's up, niggas? We outside, bro. What's this, Twitch?
YouTube.
Yo, what's up, YouTuber? What's your name?
Restaurant Pro, Restaurant Pro.
Restaurant Pro. I'm about to say Restaurant Pro. We outside, Little Italy.
Little
Bro,
Italy.
It's a good time, bro. We having a good time, bro.
Of course, the night is just started. This is just night.
We got my nigga Snaky Snake over here.
We got the snake right over
Bro,
here
it's
as
a
well.
good time, bro. Happy New York Fashion Week, bro.
Fashion Week as well.
Some fly niggas, some drip niggas, you know what I'm saying, bro. We outside, bro.
You on social media? You got social media?
Yeah, bro. I don't even feel like plugging my shit in, but follow me on Instagram _C_DOT_, bro. Tap in, bro. If I don't see new followers, bro, y'all fake the shit, bro. Hey, yo.
Yeah.
What's the good work, though?
Enjoy the night, man. We're just starting out here. All right, Little Italy right here. All right, so we got the shout outs here as well. Let's check out this end here.
Oh, yep.
This is where they have the stage set up, although I'm not sure if the stage is set up tonight. This is normally where they would set up the stage. All right, so we got everyone here representing, shouting out during the feast of San Gennaro. Okay, so right over here, this is where we see live performances, live music, live acts. They'll be here all throughout the feast. All right, so let's continue on here before we head to the World Trade Center. It is almost 8 o'clock. All right, we got some Nutella desserts over here. Look how beautiful that looks. Very nice. We got the Nutella crisps over here. Definitely gotta try out some of this stuff here when we return here on Saturday. Okay, we got the live band over here. Let's check this out. Okay, very nice. What a nice way to kick off the first night of the Feast of San Gennaro. And we can see the crowd here. This is expected of the feast here. This is only night one. It is 3 a.m. in Romania, and Lena must be really hungry by now.
You know what?
Perfect. What time are you meeting? Like what area?
Lena is very sleepy. She's not hungry, but she's very sleepy. Will you be getting anything to eat? Not tonight, Fisher. We're just doing a walkthrough here tonight. We're just doing a walkthrough. We're going to be back here on Saturday and do a full stream of the feast. This is just a little quick walkthrough, even though we've been here for almost an hour.
And it was not good. But I'm not like starving. What about you? Are you feeling any hungry?
And right here we see the Christmas in New York store, which is open all year round. We have been there before. You definitely have to come here with money if you plan on eating anything here. You definitely have to bring money. And we got the pizzas over here. Okay, so we're almost at the end of the feast here. We have about another block or two before we get to Canal Street. That is the southern end of the feast here. All right, we got the pepper sausage over here. Sausage and peppers, which is a staple of the feast. Look how beautiful, look how colorful everything is here. Beautiful. This is always one of my favorite events of the year. All right, so welcome to night one of the Feast of San Gennaro. This is the 99th Feast of San Gennaro, which began back in 1926 to honor San Gennaro, who was the patron saint of Naples, Napoli in Italy. And we can see the tribute and light right over here. We can see the tribute and light over by the World Trade Center. That is the view from Little Italy here, the tribute and lights. So we'll be heading there shortly. There is the tribute and light right there, already visible. And let me take a picture here, or let me see, do a video, little video clip right here of the tribute and light. So what a view of the tribute and light from right here along Mulberry Street. Let me go over here so you guys can get a wider view. Look at that view here. Ain't that something? Look how high up it goes into the sky. It goes almost about it goes about 4 miles up into the sky. Okay, so let's continue here along Mulberry. Okay, so I'm just doing another one of these short clips here that will be uploaded later. Okay, so we're going to continue here along Mulberry as we make our way down to Canal Street. And from there, we'll be walking down to the World Trade Center site to check out the 24th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks.
You on Twitch?
YouTube. Hello. How's it going? Okay, we got a little space here to walk. Very nice. Okay, so we're approaching here Canal Street. And from Canal Street, we'll just be heading down to the World Trade Center sites.
Be here. You could have got some food. Wow, you look so.
All right, so we got lovely people here. The food is beautiful. The colors are beautiful. Everything here is beautiful. We got more sausage over here. Very nice. We got the kebabs here. Wow, this smells really good here. Almost makes me want to get something, although I'm not planning on getting anything right now since we have to head to the World Trade Center. But we'll definitely be back here on Saturday, and we'll be doing a full stream of the Feast of San Gennaro. Okay, we can see San Gennaro himself right there, the patron saint of Naples, for which the event celebrates. There he is right there.
What? You don't have that big chair or something.
Oh, for him. For himself.
right, so here we are. This is the southern end of the feast as we approach Canal Street. Hello. And hello to Angie. Nice to see you, Angie. Welcome to the Feast of San Gennaro. Okay, so here we are. We have made it toward the southern end here of the Feast of San Gennaro. And we're going to make our way over now to the World Trade Center. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little walk there to the Feast of San Gennaro right along Mulberry Street. We're going to be back here on Saturday to do a full stream of the feast, including the Grand Procession, the parade, which takes place on Saturday. So we're going to be back here on Saturday afternoon. To do a full stream of the feast here. So right now we're gonna head towards the World Trade Center, and we can see the tribute and light there. That is the tribute and light, which will be shining till morning, right till dawn. And thank you, Lena, for your time here. It is time to go to sleep in Romania. It is 3 o'clock there in Romania. All right, so this is Canal Street. We're gonna head down to the World Trade Center now. And we are in Chinatown. This is the Chinatown side of Canal, right along Mulberry. Okay, so we are done with the San Gennaro portion of the stream. We're gonna head down to World Trade Center and start that portion of the stream. We have the fruit vendors here. They are out. It's a very, very busy night here in New York City, right along Chinatown. We are in Chinatown now. We are still in Mulberry Street, but this is the Chinatown portion of Mulberry. Okay, we got the crowded sidewalk here. Might as well just walk over here. Okay, so we're going to be back at the Feast of San Gennaro. That will be on Saturday to cover the Grand Procession. We'll be doing a full stream of the Feast of San Gennaro on Saturday. That was just a little preview of of what's to come in the days up to the Grand Procession. Oh, the smell there of the food is so delicious. Very tempting, very, very tempting. I might go back if there's enough time. I might go back here and actually grab something before I head home. If not, then I'll definitely do it on Saturday. We're gonna be definitely eating on Saturday. And we can see the tribute and light. Look how brightly it is right now. Okay, so right now we are heading down to the World Trade Center and the memorial there to check out the 24-year anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. Pay our respects to all of the victims there. The reading of the names that took place earlier today. All right, so we're going to cover now the World Trade Center portion of this live stream, as we just took a quick look at the Feast of San Gennaro on the first night of that event. The Feast of San Gennaro will be running to September 21st, which is next Sunday. It's a 10-day event. Look how bright that is. Wow. By the way, these lights can be seen from up to 60 miles away. If you are anywhere in New York City, you can certainly see it. Regardless of where you are, this can be seen all throughout New York City, and as well as the suburbs. Up to 60 miles away. Look how bright that is. Okay, so this is Worth Street here. We're gonna make a right here, right along Worth Street. So thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream as we just covered the Feast of San Gennaro portion of the live stream. We are now heading to World Trade Center to check out the anniversary, the 24-year anniversary of the 9/11 attacks from 2001. So once we get there, we'll be starting that portion of the stream. It is a beautiful Thursday night here in New York City. Beautiful night. Many folks are out and about, as we just saw right along Mulberry Street. If you are new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. And happy 1-year anniversary to Todd and Mary, as well as Zena. Happy 1-year anniversary. You are all some of my biggest viewers, so I appreciate you sticking around for that 1 year. And let's definitely keep it going. Here's to many more years. Oh, I'm just like so hungry right now after seeing all of that. All of the food there. I am like really hungry right now. I am definitely really hungry right now. Angie says, I think last year on 9/11 is when I found your stream also. Okay, well, this will be your 1 year anniversary as well, Angie, if that is the case. Happy 1 year anniversary. Look how beautiful that is. All right, so we have made our way over to Foley Square. Let's see, without eRestaurant Pro, I wouldn't have a connection to parts of New York. And lovely Lena Adelina, that is so true. So thank you again for joining me, for joining this channel, joining this community here. Thank you all so much. Okay, so we are now in Foley Square on our way down to the World Trade Center. And once again, happy anniversary to all of you. Angie, Todd and Mary, Lena, happy 1 year anniversary. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As we can see the tribute in lights. The tribute in lights, of course, representing the lost towers, the original twin towers. They are still here in spirit, as well as all of the souls who perished on 9/11. May we never forget their memory. Okay, so the time now is 8:17 p.m. Eastern Time. The temperature right now is 75 degrees Fahrenheit, 24 degrees Celsius. We are located right now in Lower Manhattan, on our way down to the World Trade Center site. And right over here we can see that big building right there. That is known as the AT&T Long Lines building. That building is famous for being windowless. That is a windowless building. As we walk down Broadway towards the World Trade Center, look how incredible those lights are. As it reaches up to the sky, up in heaven. It is a lovely night here in New York City. Of course, it is the anniversary of 9/11, which is always a somber anniversary. 2,977 people died back on September the 11th, 2001. The majority of the casualties were right along here in New York City at the World Trade Center site. When four airplanes were hijacked. Two of them were crashed into the World Trade Center. The third was crashed into the Pentagon right outside of Washington, D.C. in Arlington, Virginia. And the fourth airplane was brought down by the passengers in Pennsylvania, in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, which is about 80 miles or so from Pittsburgh. That was Flight 93. United Airlines Flight 93, which is believed to have been heading to the Capitol building in Washington. It is a beautiful night here with the tribulent light reaching high into the heavens. All right, this is Chambers Street here. We can see City Hall right over here to the left. That is City Hall.
Yeah, wine's very.
Okay, and Mary and Todd and Mary are leaving us, it appears. Thank you, Todd and Mary, for joining me here tonight during this live stream. I hope to see you back on Saturday for the grand procession of the Feast of San Gennaro. So thank you, Todd and Mary. May you all stay safe and have a good night. And we can just barely see one World Trade Center there, right behind this building here. Oh, it is disappearing there. Okay, so we're gonna see it in a few minutes anyways. And right over here, there's the City Hall Park. That broadcast, I believe, will be starting at 12 p.m. noon. If that changes, I'll definitely let you guys know. But that is the tentative start time, 12 p.m. And we'll be checking out the parade, of course, the grand procession. Once that parade is over, which is a short parade, you know, we'll be exploring the rest of the Feast of San Gennaro. We'll be doing an entire stream on the Feast of San Gennaro. We'll be getting on one of the Ferris wheels. We'll be trying out the food. It should be a whole long day of fun there at the Feast of San Gennaro. So what you guys saw, that was just a little preview. And thank you, Todd and Mary. Thumbs up to Todd and Mary, and thumbs up to everyone in New Hampshire, Nashua, New Hampshire. All right, so we're making our way down to the World Trade Center. We're gonna check out the commemorations taking place there for the 24th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks from 2001. If you guys were around in 2001, you certainly will always remember where you were on that day, and you certainly will remember the moment you found out of what was happening, what was going on all throughout the country here. It's definitely a day that nobody would ever forget. It's already been 24 years, but certainly it doesn't feel like it's been that long. As we look at the tribute in light once again, which pays tribute to all of those victims as well as the Twin Towers. Look at that view. Amazing view of the tribute in lights. Let me just let me grab a photo here myself. Look at that view. Actually, let me get away from the street lamp here. Okay, this should be better now. Wow, what a view there. And we got a pedicab here. Oh God, so annoying. This is not the place to be blasting that music right now. Okay, so thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. Earlier in the stream, we saw some of the Feast of San Gennaro, and right now we are heading to the World Trade Center in the memorial to check out the this year's commemoration of the 9/11 attacks. This is the 24-year anniversary of the 9/11 attacks, right here in New York and in Washington, or just outside of Washington and in Pennsylvania. It is a day that certainly nobody will ever forget. All right, so we're almost here. This is Church Street here. As we come up here on the Oculus, the transportation hub of the World Trade Center. over here we have the current One World Trade Center, of course, the centerpiece of the current complex. One World Trade Center right there, shining tall and mighty, just as the original towers did. All right, so we're gonna walk over here towards the transportation hub, the Oculus, and from there we'll be checking out the site, World Trade Center site. All right, so you can see all the amount, the folks that are out here on this 24-year anniversary. Earlier in the day, they had the names, the reading of the names here, dedicated to everyone who passed away, who perished in the 9/11 attacks, as well as those who lost their lives during the World Trade Center bombing that was back in 1993, February of 1993. And the Oculus right here. We'll be visiting the Oculus towards the end of the stream. We were there a few days ago. We were there at the Oculus here. Beautiful structure, designed by architect Santiago Calatrava. He is an architect from Spain. He is the architect responsible for putting this together here. Beautiful. The Oculus is one of the most beautiful structures that you guys can visit. And right over here we have the foundation here to World Trade Center building number 2, which has not been constructed yet. But this is the future site here of World Trade Center 2, or 2 World Trade Center. And we have the Performing Arts Center right over there, and we can see 7 World Trade Center behind there, with of course 1 World Trade Center, which rises to a symbolic 1,776 feet, which represents the year in which the United States was founded. And of course we have the tribute in lights. That green light, that's just glare from the lamppost here. Let me just get away from that. Okay, now you guys can see that. Look how incredible this is here. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, and of course here we have the September the 11th, National September the 11th Memorial. And hello to Mumu. Nice to see you, Mumu. We have the 9/11 Museum right over here. And of course, right behind that, we have the tribute in lights. Look how incredible that looks there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we want to see it?
Okay, so let's check out the memorial here with the reflecting pools.
Damn, bro, that
The memorial pools. This is the main, or the centerpiece of the 16-acre World Trade Center complex, right along right with One World Trade Center here. The memorial itself here opened back on September the 11th, 2011. And these are the largest man-made waterfalls in North America, by the way. And the architect responsible for these pools is Michael Arad. So let's check out this pool here. This is the North Tower, the North Pool. This is where the North Tower, One World Trade Center, once stood. So this is the northern memorial pool, which represents the One World Trade Center, or the North Tower. The North Tower was the first tower to be hit by airplanes that morning, and we can see the crowd gathered here for that, to pay their respects here. Do you remember? Yes, I was heading to school that morning, Andrew. I was in the 12th grade. That was my senior year in high school. I was heading to school that morning, and I was actually running late to getting to school that morning. I was running about half hour late, I remember. And once I got off the bus, you could see the smoke in the distance. So I had no idea what was taking place. I just noticed there was a whole lot of smoke in the distance there. And once I got to the school, it was about maybe 10 minutes later that I was doing math class, that our math teacher, Miss Maldonado, she informed us of what was going on, what had been taking place, and that is when everything stopped. That is the moment when everything changed. So I remember that morning very vividly. And look at this here. This is where the North Tower, or One World Trade Center, once stood. That is the building that was first hit by airplanes that morning. And the waterfalls, by the way, they descend to a depth of 30 feet. Right before it continues another 20 feet, which continues into a smaller central void. That is according to the website here. Look how beautiful this is. And we can see the tribute light behind that. The view here is absolutely amazing. It's stunning, to say the least. We have a flag here from Ecuador. And by the way, these white roses, they represent the birthday of the victim, of the person in which the roses are placed. So anytime you see a white rose, usually represents a birthday, the person's birthday. Wow, Marian, how are you? I love to travel. You want to show yourself?
Hi guys.
We got Marian here from I Love to Travel. How are you doing? You just came back from globe trekking.
Yes.
You were all over the world.
Yes.
Yeah. Name some of the places you went to.
Oh, for this one that I just did?
Yeah.
We did the Central America. We went
Central
to,
America, yeah, I seen that
we
one.
went to Guatemala, Belize, Honduras.
Yeah.
El Salvador.
You want me to turn off the light or is the light okay?
No,
it's okay,
good.
okay.
El Salvador, Panama, Costa Rica. I'm missing one.
You went to every country in Central America?
Yeah, for like 5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Yeah.
Where are you in Manhattan? We are at the World Trade Center site. This is in Lower Manhattan.
Did you go up in the ride shop? I just came from there.
If I went there?
Did you went up to the garage yet?
No, not yet, not yet. I just got here. I just got here like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're just gonna. I'm just showing them the memorial pools first. Then we're gonna stop by the firehouse there, Firehouse 10, and then from there we'll be heading towards the light
All
there.
right, it was good seeing you, Papa.
Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Okay, where are you heading next?
What do you mean?
As far as traveling?
Oh, it's gonna be a longer one for next year, the summer, around June. I'm gonna be 7 months in Africa.
7 months.
Because it's a big country. It's
Yeah.
54 countries.
The continent. You traveling the whole continent?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna be finishing up I finished with Europe already and finished with.
You're going on a big safari in the 7 months. Very
so
nice.
it's about like 12 months.
Wow.
I'm gonna be gone for the whole year.
Wow, your traveling is really amazing. The way you document everything is really amazing. Yes. You should do like a documentary of all the countries, all the places you've been. Like a documentary, like a globe trekking sort of documentary. Oh yeah. You know, imagine putting that all together.
I'm good. How are you?
How are you?
I'm not going live right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm making content. I did this time lapse.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Time lapse.
When it was like getting dark.
Yeah, look at this. It's so beautiful.
That's a good view there.
Oh, Cap.
So it's like
Yeah.
still the sun out. The sun is still out.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That's a wow. Look at that shot there.
I can't do that.
That is beautiful. Wow.
That was beautiful. That's
Very
beautiful.
nice.
Well done.
Thank you, Fisher, for the compliment. Thank you, Fisher.
I was up there. Yeah. It's not like last year you can go all the way around.
All right, so the footprint here, this is 200 feet by 200 feet. That is the original footprint of One World Trade Center as we look at the Northern Memorial Pool here. So this is what the Northern Memorial Pool here looks like on the 24th anniversary. I'll see you, Maria.
All right, good seeing you, Papa.
Thank you so much. So that is Maria from I Love to Travel. Make sure you guys follow her on Instagram and YouTube. If you guys go on my Instagram, I do follow her, so you guys can just follow her from my account there on Instagram. And thank you, Fisher. We have the flag here from Trinidad and Tobago. Many different nationalities are representing here. And rest in peace to Robert Bobby Hughes. As we take a look here at the Northern Memorial Pool, this is where One World Trade Center or the North Tower once stood. And we're going to be visiting the Southern Memorial Pool as well in a little bit. Let me just grab a picture here. What a sight it is to be here. And my flashlight is still on. Let me turn off my flashlight here. Oops, I turned off my microphone by accident. Okay. Am I a tour guide here in New York City? No, I am not, Fisher. I wish I could be. Maybe one day I'll definitely could be a tour guide. What a spectacular view of the corner here of the pool, the Northern Memorial Pool, as well as the reflecting the lights there, the tribute lights. Amazing. Just taking a photo here. All right, if you guys see my other phone, I'm just taking a picture here. You guys are gonna see that a few times throughout the stream here. Wow. So the original World Trade Center, the complex, they opened back in 1973. They were the tallest two buildings in New York City at the time that they were destroyed. And the architect of the original Twin Tower was Japanese architect Minoru Yamasaki. They were the tallest buildings from 1970 to 1973. And it's a shame, you know, what happened to those Twin Towers. The Twin Towers, they were so iconic here in New York City. They always dominated the lower Manhattan skyline. Just an unfortunate, tragic day there on 9/11. You already have it down, just need to do the test. You are awesome. Thank you, Fisher, and thank you, Angie, as well. You guys have been amazing tonight. I would definitely look into that. You know, maybe being a tour guide here. Definitely, I could definitely see myself doing that. Okay, so let me give you guys a timeline of the events from 9/11. Let's see, starting at 8:46 a.m. on the morning of September the 11th. That was actually on a Tuesday. It was election day here in New York City, the primary election. So beginning at 8:46, American Airlines Flight 11 crashes into the North Tower, which is the spot right here. This is where the North Tower stood, One World Trade Center. American Airlines Flight 11 has 76 passengers and 11 crew, as well as the 5 hijackers, which included Muhammad Atta. Muhammad Atta was the ringleader of the 9/11 attacks, as well as Abdul Aziz Al-Amari. It was a Boston to Los Angeles, Boston Logan to LAX, Los Angeles International Airport. So it crashed at 8:46. That was the first plane to crash into the World Trade Center. That was right here on the North Tower. American Airlines Flight 11 at 8:46. And 17 minutes later is when American Airlines, oh actually no, it was United Airlines Flight 175 where 51 passengers and 9 crew members, as well as 5 hijackers, crashed into the South Tower or to World Trade Center. That was another Boston to Los Angeles flight. So as you guys can see, those planes were meant to be long distance. They were loaded with jet fuel. They were fully loaded with jet fuel on their cross-country flights. So the hijackers, you know, they specifically chose those flights because of their the amount of fuel that they were carrying, the amount of jet fuel that they were carrying, which resulted in an enormous fire on both towers of the World Trade Center. At 9:37, American Airlines Flight 77 with 53 passengers, 6 crew members, and 5 hijackers crashed into the Pentagon, which is located right outside of Washington. It was let's see, it was Virginia, Dulles Airport in Virginia to Los Angeles, crashing into the Pentagon. At 9:36, the Pentagon, of course, is the headquarters to the United States Armed Forces. At 9:56 a.m. is when the South Tower, 2 World Trade Center, collapsed. And a few minutes after that, at 10:02 a.m., United Airlines Flight 93 crashed into an empty field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, which is 78 miles southeast of Pittsburgh in Somerset County. That flight had 33 passengers, 7 crew members, and 4 hijackers. The passengers from that plane, they had revolted after finding out what had happened here at the World Trade Center. That plane was believed to have been heading to the U.S. Capitol building before it crashed, before it was forced to crash in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. And as well, let's see, at 10:28 a.m. is when the North Tower collapsed. That was the first building to be hit by an airplane, the hijacked plane that morning. At 10:28 is when one World Trade Center collapsed. And at 5:30 p.m. is when 7 World Trade Center, the original 7 World Trade Center collapsed. And right over here we can see, well, behind one World Trade Center, that is where the original 7 World Trade Center would have stood there. All in all, 2,977 people died. 1,600 people died in the North Tower. Those that were trapped above the impact zone, just about pretty much everybody above the impact zone on the North Tower, they all perished because they had no way of escaping. The plane cut off any means of escape from those people that were trapped above the impact zone. So 2,977 people died in all from the 9/11 attacks. 1,600 from the North Tower. 1,000 people died on the South Tower, and 125 people were killed at the Pentagon attack. 265 people were killed aboard the 4 planes, the 4 hijacked planes, and the 19 hijackers. The New York Fire Department, the FDNY, lost 343 firefighters that day, and 71 law enforcement officers were killed on 9/11, which includes the New York Police Department as well as the Port Authority Police Department. So that is the timeline of 9/11 from 2001. So certainly a lot took place on that day there. That was just a summary of the events that took place there. Okay, so we're going to continue here right along the National September the 11th Memorial. So thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream as we remember all of the victims, the almost 3,000 victims of the 9/11 attacks back in 2001. It is a day that will always live in infamy as being the darkest day in our history, in our city's history as well as our nation's history. Okay, this is Rosa Maria Feliciano. May she rest in peace. And thank you, Angie, for tuning in as well. Thank you, Angie. It is always a somber anniversary here at the World Trade Center. And it's been 24 years. It's hard to believe that it's already been 24 years. Hard to believe. It's been 24 years. Okay, so one more look here at the Northern Memorial Pool. The survivor's tree is it's nearby. We're gonna go there as well. The survivor's tree. We're gonna check that out in a few minutes. So the survivor's tree is right over here. Let me show you guys. So right here, where you guys can see the blue light right there in the middle, that is the survivor tree right there. We're gonna see that right there. That is the tree that is lit up in blue lights. All right, so right now we are walking towards the Southern Memorial Pool as well as the survivors tree. So let's see, let's check out the tree first here. This tree was recovered from the 9/11, you know, the debris there. Back when this site was known as Ground Zero. Okay, so right here we can see the survivor tree, which by the way is still blooming here to this day. It's amazing what this tree endured on 9/11. So here we are, this is the survivor tree right here. And right above the tree we can see the tribute in light. Quite an amazing shot there. All right, let me see if I can take a picture here of the survivor tree. Wow, that's a nice shot right there. All right, so look at the survivor's tree right here with the tribute in light shining high above it. High and bright. It's pretty incredible. Okay, so this is the story of the survivor tree that we see here. In October of 2001, a severely damaged tree was discovered at Ground Zero with snapped roots and burned and broken branches. The tree was removed from the rubble and placed in care of the New York City Department of Parks and Recreation. After its recovery and rehabilitation, the tree was returned to the memorial in 2010. New smooth limbs extended from the gnarled stumps, creating a visible demarcation between the tree's past and present. Today, the tree stands as a living reminder of resilience, survival, and rebirth. That is the story of the tree here. It is a Calgary pearl tree. And hello to Enzo. Nice to see you, Enzo. Welcome to the World Trade Center Memorial and the survivor tree here. And hello to everyone in Brazil. Beautiful, beautiful here. All right, so I'm just gonna snap another photo here of the survivor tree with the tribute and lights right behind it. That is amazing there. So does this tree have a story to tell? Quite a story of survival. Despite 9/11, 9/11 will always be remembered as being a dark day in our history, but 9/11 also brought out the best in humanity. So it's definitely a tale of two, you know, a story of two tales, you know, of good and evil. Look at that, incredible. So I'm just doing some video here as well as taking some pictures. All right, so we're gonna check out the Southern Memorial Pool. And hello to Irma. Nice to see you, Irma. It's been a while, Irma. It's nice to see you. And right now we are going to check out the Southern Memorial Pool. This is where two World Trade Center or the South Tower once stood. The South Tower was the second tower to be hit by airplanes that morning and the first tower to collapse. So let's check out the Southern Memorial Pool here. Look how beautiful. And right here we can see Timothy Matthew Whitty. Oh, Welty. Timothy Matthew Welty. And right here we can see flags. This is dedicated to the first responders of 9/11. Let's also remember those first responders who have passed away in the years since 9/11, which I've already surpassed the number of folks, the firefighters especially, that perished on 9/11. So we've had about 400 or so firefighters and other first responders that have passed away in the years since 9/11. You know, mainly due to the toxic air, the environment that they were working on. You know, in the days and weeks that followed the attacks on 9/11. And God bless America indeed, for sure. United we stand. That was certainly a moment in which the country united. Did I ever visit the original Twin Towers? I did not, Angie. Did not visit the original Twin Towers. I did want to, but I never got the chance. Although I have been to the new World Trade Center. I have been to World Trade Center here. So I did not visit the original Twin Towers, but I have visited One World Trade Center, the current building here. Absolutely amazing.
You're the photographer now. I mean, I can't do nothing.
What a sight to behold here, especially during the 9/11 anniversaries. And right over here we can see that is 3 World Trade Center as well as 4 World Trade Center. Those 2 buildings there. 3 World Trade Center, 4 World Trade Center. I went to 1 World Trade Center as well. I went to the observatory. Yeah, the observatory, that is 1 World Observatory. I do have a video of the observatory if you guys want to look for that in my channel. It is there. That is from 2 years ago, I believe it was. And I'll definitely be returning to 1 World Observatory pretty soon. Definitely want to revisit 1 World Observatory. So let me turn off my flashlight here. What an amazing view of those lights, as well as the southern reflecting pool here. It is incredible.
Why are the lights so far away? There are 2 large basically 60 lights in general, in total I should say, that compromise both beams. So it's about 120 in total. And it's 2 larger areas. And
too much of a hazard to be working here at the World Trade Center. So
All right, so thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream as we are here at the World Trade Center site and the National 11 Memorial to pay our respects to the victims, everyone who lost their lives on this 24-year anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. It is always a somber mood here during these anniversaries, and tonight it is no different. You can see the folks out here. Earlier we had the reading of the names to the almost 3,000 victims of the 9/11 attacks here in New York City. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like the stream, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. And hello to Steven Juarez. And happy birthday to Steven Juarez. Feliz cumpleaños, feliz Steven Juarez. Happy birthday, my friend. And hello to Butterfly. So the waterfall, it descends 30 feet right over here, and then it drops down to another 20 feet there. These are the largest man-made waterfalls in North America. We have Leonard Snyder right here. Leonard Snyder Jr. We have Richard B. Hall right here. Just a few of the names. We have Karen Elizabeth Haggerty. We have Debbie L. Williams right over here. And we can see One World Trade Center lit up in blue. We can see the spire being lit up in blue, as well as the Empire State Building. The Empire State Building is lit up in blue tonight to honor those who perished on 9/11. Okay, so we're gonna visit the firehouse out here. This is Firehouse 10 of the FDNY, the New York Fire Department. So let's take a look at that. May God bless everyone who perished on 9/11, as well as their family and friends. We will never forget you all. We will always remember you, always have you all in our hearts. And let's see, Butterfly wants to know, why is it called Firehouse 10? This is Firehouse Engine Company 10 and Ladder Company 10. I believe that's just their, that's just their, I don't think there's any really particular reason. That's just the, the number, the designation that they were given. As far as the history, I'm not sure if there really is any history to the firehouse name or the number designation there. But this firehouse here is known for they were the first firehouse. These were among the first firefighters to respond to the unfolding disaster here, as they were just across the street here from the World Trade Center complex. Okay, so this is their history here from this is their page. According to Wikipedia, their history here. Engine Company 10 was established on September the 8th, 1865, initially situated at 28 Beaver Street. Over the years, it underwent several relocations, first moving to 8 Stone Street in April of 1867 and eventually settling at 124 Liberty Street on June 11th, 1980. This is the address here. Let's see. On the morning of September the 11th, 2001, when the first airliner, which was American Airlines Flight 11, crashed into the North Tower at 8:46, FDNY units were in the middle of a shift change. The night shift was going off duty while the morning shift was arriving just around 9 a.m. A radio message from Engine 10 to the man dispatcher initiated FDNY's response to the terrorist attacks. Initially, the report indicated that a small aircraft had struck the North Tower, raising hopes of minimal casualties. However, the collision of a second plane with the South Tower underscored the seriousness of the situation, prompting Engine 10's crew to grasp the significance of the unfolding events and take immediate action. Following the events of September the 11th, 2001, both companies were temporarily displaced, yet the firehouse continued to serve as a vital command center throughout the recovery period. Despite being located to neighboring companies, Engine 10 and Ladder 10 remain operational. Subsequently, the firehouse was reconstructed, and on November 5th, 2003, 10 House was ceremoniously reopened. And right here we can see one of their fire rigs here. Let me shine my flashlight on it so you guys can see it a little bit better. So this was the first firehouse to respond to the 9/11 events here at the World Trade Center site. Every one of the first responders, they are all heroes. New York's bravest. And right over here above the grill, we can see still standing, and indeed they are still standing. Bigger, stronger, braver than ever before. And hello to Paris. Hello to Butterfly in Paris, Paris, France. The City of Lights. Hello to everyone in Paris. The pizza shop is right over here, as well as Burger King. If you guys remember Burger King from some of the videos, they are both here. This is Pronto Pizza. The pizza shop is right here as well. A lot of folks certainly ran into the businesses here as the towers were collapsing, which enveloped lower Manhattan into with a huge cloud of dust and debris here. And right here we can see the Burger King right here as well. Okay, so here's a picture here. This is what the Burger King looked like in the days after 9/11. It served as the temporary headquarters of the NYPD while they were working here. That is what the Burger King looked like in the days after 9/11. And this is what it looks like now. Quite an amazing sight. All right, so we're gonna check out more of the firehouse here. We're gonna check back. We're gonna go back here and check out the firehouse, Firehouse 10 of the New York Fire Department, the FDNY. When it comes to 9/11, there's certainly a whole lot to talk about. And Enzo says, I remember a video near this Burger King. Yeah, there were many videos of the from the Burger King location here. Actually, there's a video here. Let me go back here. Certainly one of the videos that features the Burger King location here is when the second plane crashed, which went into the South Tower, which was to World Trade Center. It was actually one of the videos that shows the second plane crashing was actually from this vantage point, which I just showed you guys here a few minutes ago. Yeah, as well as the collapse, yeah. So let me turn off my flashlight here. So the South Tower would have been visible from about this corner here. The South Tower would have been visible right about here. So you guys can imagine from this perspective, the plane, the second plane, coming from the south, from right to left, and crashing into the South Tower. You guys can just imagine that this is where that point of view would have been back in 2001. And Emma says, I just watched a 9/11 documentary from Nat Geo TV. Yeah, National Geographic, they've been running non-stop. If you go to their YouTube channel, they've been running 9/11 documentaries pretty much non-stop for, I believe, the last week or so. I have myself seen many documentaries related to 9/11. 9/11 was certainly one of the most documented events in history. And anytime you discuss 9/11, you know, there's just so much to talk about, so much to discuss. You know, so much happened that day, it's just impossible to really get to everything. And we can see the Pronto Pizza right there as well. This was a prominent location. One of the businesses still in operation 24 years later. And hello to Rebecca. Cool to catch this live randomly. Well, thank you, Rebecca, for joining this random live stream. It's nice to see you here. And right over here we can see every member of the FDNY, all 343 firefighters that lost their lives on 9/11. Men and women of the FDNY, all 343. Every single one of them is listed here on this wall here. This was the single greatest loss of life to first responders in history. Members who made the supreme sacrifice in the performance of duty at the World Trade Center on September the 11th, 2001. 343 men and women of the FDNY who lost their lives on 9/11. The majority of them, they perished during the South Tower collapse. That was the first building to collapse. They were up there, you know, just trying to do their job and trying to save people. This is a pretty somber sight here. And let us not forget the first responders who have since passed away in the years after 9/11. You know, mainly due to illness. Many of the firefighters, the first responders, they worked in the pile, as it was known, in the days and weeks after 9/11. You know, they were working around contaminated air. You know, it was just a dangerous site to be working on, and a lot of them have passed away as well in the years afterwards. So we got Eric Olson here. Let me just read a few of the names here. Thomas C. Moody. We got John M. Moran. Vincent Morello. We got Christopher Mazzillo. Scott Larson. Carl H. Joseph. We got Thomas Hetzel right here. William L. Henry. Just a few of the names here among the 343 firefighters. The FDNY certainly was devastated that day, not only in the loss of personnel and also the equipment that they lost. They lost dozens and dozens of fire trucks and fire rigs. So the New York Fire Department suffered so much devastation that day. And they're all heroes. They will always be heroes in our hearts. And the chaplain as well. The fire department lost the chaplain that day as well. That was our father, I forgot his name. I think it was Father Judd. Let me see. Let me look up his name. FDNY. That was Michael Judge. Michael Judge. He was the chaplain of the fire department that day. He passed away as well. Let me see if I can find his name here. Michael. Let's see. The chaplain here. Well, he's there somewhere. The FDNY chaplain. God rest their souls, indeed, Fisher. So just as many first responders, firefighters have passed away in the years after 9/11 as the number that passed away on 9/11. That is all due to illness. Many of them have succumbed to cancer after working on the pile, as it was known at the time, Ground Zero. Many of them, you know, they became sick from working that toxic location there, as they were, you know, desperate to try to get to any survivors. Very few survivors were found amongst the debris there. I look up survivor stories because each person that shares their history, or their story rather, is different. If they choose to share, I feel I owe them the respect to listen. Indeed, very well said, Angie. Very well said. It's impossible to believe that anyone survived, but there were a few folks that actually survived. There were a few folks that were recovered alive in that mountain of debris on 9/11. A few of them actually were found. They were all huddled together in one of the staircases that actually survived the collapse. They were extremely lucky to have survived 9/11. Hey, hello to Jordan. Yes, Michael Judge. Michael Judge was the chaplain. Father Michael Judge. He was the chaplain of the FDNY. And right here, this is where we see a lot of the first responders. They gather here, as well as the folks from the military. Let me turn off the light here.
I'm fucking defeated! I'm defeated!
How are you? All right, so let's check out Liberty Park here, and then from Liberty Park we'll be heading to the Tribute and Lights, which is located about 6 blocks south of here. So let's walk up here to Liberty Park real quick. At least the weather is nice for walking around. The weather is beautiful. And for those of you who might have remembered, the weather on 9/11 as well was incredible. It was absolutely beautiful. It was clear blue skies that unfortunately was marred by the clouds of smoke that were emanating from the burning towers. I definitely remember the weather that day. It was absolutely beautiful. Beautiful weather. Okay, so this is Liberty Park here. And right here we can see the St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church. This is the church that was rebuilt to replace the original one that was destroyed on 9/11 during the collapse of the Twin Towers. And thank you, Fisher. Thank you, Fisher. So this church here opened back on July 4th of 2022. This is the rebuilt church that replaced the original one that was destroyed as the towers collapsed. And this as well, this church here was designed by Santiago Calatrava, who also designed the Oculus, or the World Trade Center Transportation Hub, which we saw earlier. So this is the St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church, which was rebuilt. And right here, this is a picture right here of the original church. That is the original church that stood between the Twin Towers. Right there, you can see the Twin Towers burning. And once those towers collapsed, it totally collapsed right on the church, destroying the original one. So this is the church that replaced the one that was destroyed on 9/11. And Irma is going to sleep. Thank you, Irma, for joining me on this live stream. Thank you for joining us here tonight. It is good to see you in the chat. May you have a good night, Irma. And right over here we have the spear. We have the spear over here that was recovered during the collapse as well, from the debris of 9/11 from the World Trade Center. I am going to call you Professor Ricky. Thank you, Fisher. You are one of my students. We have the bagpipes. They're being played right now at the memorial there. So this is the spear right here, the spear that was recovered in the debris field there from 9/11, the World Trade Center. And this is how it appeared in the day that it was recovered from the debris there, the debris field. So this is known as the Koenig spear, which was the artist, the sculptor was Fritz Koenig. It stood at the plaza of the original World Trade Center complex, which was known as the Austin J. Tobin Plaza. This sphere here weighs 20 tons, and it was recovered during the recovery operations at Ground Zero. And right over here we can see the history here. Let me just read this real quick here. This sculpture stood as a symbol of world peace to World Trade Center at the center of Austin J. Tobin Plaza between the Twin Towers. The Port Authority commissioned Fritz Koenig to create this 25-foot bronze sculpture, originally titled Globe, that's a hard name to pronounce, Krozajatad, New York, but commonly referred to as the Sphere. Following September 11, 2001, the Sphere took on another additional meaning of hope and resilience when it was recovered from the rubble at Ground Zero and relocated to Battery Park. Donated by the AXA Nostrum All Insurance Corporation, the Sphere was returned to the World Trade Center here in Liberty Park in 2017 in memory of those who died on September the 11th, 2001. And right here we can see how it appeared at the plaza prior to 9/11. So the way that it appears now was the way that it was, the way that it appeared when it was recovered during the recovery operations there and the cleanup. And right above that we can see the tribute in lights. Incredible. There is just so much to see here on these 9/11 anniversaries. So much stories, so much to talk about, so much to tell. If you guys were alive on 9/11 and were old enough to remember it, you would certainly remember where you were on that morning.
Now that this happened, that church.
Okay, so we're gonna head now to the tribute in lights. We're gonna check it out. So let's check that out while we're still here, while we're still live. And it looks like they turned it off momentarily. That's they do turn off the tribute and lights for about 20 minutes. That is to allow, you know, birds that are migrating, you know, so they won't have any difficulties migrating. So the lights are known to disturb their migration. So hopefully we'll be able to see it being turned back on by the time we get down there, which is about 4 or 5 blocks from here. So thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream as we remember the 24-year anniversary of 9/11, paying our respects, remembering all of those who perished on 9/11. Almost 3,000 people, 3,000 souls that lost their lives during that unfaithful day, our darkest day in history. Yeah, so the lights, they're turned off right now, so hopefully it'll be back on shortly. That is to allow, you know, some space, some time between migration of the birds.
The apple juice is good though. I like it.
Okay, my flashlight is on, so let me turn this off. Don't want to disturb anybody with the flashlight. As we look here once more at the first responders that I've gathered here in front of O'Hara's restaurant and pub.
I mean,
If you're new to the channel, make sure to like the stream. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already done so, it would mean a lot to me if you do. And thank you, Fisher, once again for subscribing during the live stream. All right, I am getting hungry. I might have to, on the way back here, once I end the stream, I might get some pizza from Pronto Pizza. I am just hungry right now. Stopping by the Feast of San Gennaro certainly made me really hungry. We'll be back there on Saturday for the Grand Procession and Parade. So make sure you guys join me on Saturday as we return to the Feast of San Gennaro. I'll be doing a full stream there. We'll be spending the afternoon there, checking out the vendors and the food. We'll certainly get on one of the Ferris wheel rides as we did last year. It should be a lot of fun on Saturday, so make sure you guys tune in. Rebecca says, wish you could send pizza to the stream. I wish I could do anything like that. I would love to send you some of the food from the Feast of San Gennaro through the stream. Okay, so let's walk down towards the battery over here. Hopefully we'll be able to see the lights being turned back on. They are turned off momentarily to allow, you know, any birds that might be migrating, you know, to give them, you know, to make their migration easier. The lights are known to interfere with the birds migrating. So that is the reason why you guys don't see the lights on at the moment. That is about 20 minutes. It's about 20-minute pause there. Okay, so let's continue walking south here.
So a lot of people like, how would you go home?
It is certainly an active night here in New York City as we remember the 24th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks and all of those who unfortunately perished, and all of those countless stories, you know, folks saving others, putting themselves on the line, giving up their lives, as many of the first responders did, pay the ultimate sacrifice. We will never forget their bravery. We will definitely never forget their bravery. Definitely going to share you out. Thank you, Fisher. I greatly appreciate that. Okay, so this little park here, this is Elizabeth Burger Plaza. And we're just gonna sit around here, but you're just gonna hang around here for a little bit. Hopefully we'll be able to get to see the lights being turned back on. Okay, so right over here is where we would see the lights. By the way, this is the entrance to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel over here. And right over here, that is a garage. That is where the lights, those floodlights are mounted. So hopefully we'll be able to get to see them being lit up again in a little bit. And right here we can see traffic heading in and out of the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. Okay, so we're just going to continue walking around here. Hopefully we'll be able to see the lights very shortly. Get a close-up view of the Tribune lights. So thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. You guys have been great tonight, as you always are. So make sure you guys follow me once again on TikTok. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel if you haven't already done so. I'll be back. My next live stream will be on Saturday for the grand procession of the Feast of San Gennaro. We saw a preview of the feast earlier in the stream. I'll be covering the Feast of San Gennaro. I'll be doing a full stream on that on Saturday. So make sure you guys tune in for that live stream over the weekend as we head back towards the Feast of San Gennaro right along Mulberry Street in Little Italy. Okay, so we can see as we look back here, we can see One World Trade Center with the spire lit up in blue. That is to honor 9/11. The Empire State Building is lit up in blue as well. Many of the New York skyscrapers, they're lit up in blue tonight to honor those from 9/11. So we're just gonna walk around here. Hopefully we'll be able to see the lights. They're momentarily turned off to allow birds to migrate. Usually that lasts about 20 minutes and then they'll turn on the lights back on again. Okay, so we have made our way over here. This is near the southern tip of Manhattan, right along Battery Place. Never forget those who lost their lives on 9/11. 2,977. The vast majority of those victims were killed here at the World Trade Center site. Okay, so I'm just looking back here. The lights are not back on just yet. As we look at One World Trade Center once more. All right, so I'm hoping to see the lights back on, because I do have to walk back. So let's see, turn it back on. Turn them back on, at least for the stream here. Okay, so we are patiently waiting for the lights to come back on. I do want to show you guys the lights close up here. So hopefully they'll do that in the next few minutes. So thank you once again. Thank you for your patience as we wait for these lights to be turned back on. The reason they're turned off right now is to allow birds to migrate. Those lights are known to interfere with their migration, so that is the reason why they're turned off right now. It gives them a little room there to migrate to wherever they have to head, wherever they have to go. And thank you, Angie with the $10 PayPal donation. Thank you, Angie. Let me say hello to you. Let me turn my camera around. Hello, Angie. Thank you so much for your $10 donation. I'm really bad with this selfie camera. Thank you so much, Angie. Thank you so much. Okay, so thank you, Angie, once again for your $10 donation over on PayPal. It is greatly appreciated. Okay, so this is the pedestrian bridge that that crosses the entrance here to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. As we wait for the lights to be turned back on here. So we're just gonna hang around here. Hopefully they'll be turned on within the next few minutes. Thank you, Angie. That is greatly appreciated. Okay, so right now we are waiting for the lights to be turned back on. Oh, there they are. There they are. They're coming back on. They're coming back on. We can see it right here. You guys are seeing it live on the stream. They are coming back on. Yeah, they were turned off. That's to allow birds to migrate. All right, so they're coming back on. Their 20-minute pause is over. You guys are seeing it right here on the live stream. They're coming back on. What a view here of those lights. Okay, I'm gonna have to widen my shot here just to try to get all of it in the into view here. Okay, so there we are. This is the wider shot. Right above the garage building there. So as we are seeing more and more of those lights come on, it will take a few minutes before we see all of them on. So once again, those lights were turned off for about 20 minutes. That is to allow birds to migrate without any interference from those lights. It is quite amazing to see this up close. Okay, so these are the tradition of the tribute in light began 6 months after 9/11. It began back in 2002. It has been a yearly anniversary tradition here ever since to honor those who lost their lives, as well as to remember where the Twin Towers once stood.
There's a Captain America shield on that garbage truck.
The tributing lights was conceived by artists John Bennett, Gustavo Benavardi, Richard Nash Good, Julian Lavalier, and Paul Mayoda, and lighting consultant Paul Marantz. It is produced by the Municipal Art Society of New York City. These lights consist of 88 xenon spotlights, 44 for each of the two towers, and they consume 7,000 watts. These lights are visible from up to 60 miles away. They go up to 4 miles up into the sky. So they go up to 4 miles into the sky. They are visible from up to 60 miles away. So certainly anywhere in New York City, they are visible. Anywhere in New York City. So if you are in any of the 5 boroughs, you can certainly see them. If you're in the one of the outer suburbs, you can certainly see them up to 60 miles away. And hello to the Mighty Bull. Boom, boom, boom. The Mighty Bull. The Mighty Bull has come here. Thank you, Mighty Bull. So these lights will be on up to dawn, from dusk till dawn, right up to about 6 a.m. in the morning. All right, so let me grab a few photos here of these lights. It's really incredible. Wow. It is amazing to see this up close. Alright, you guys see my on the camera. I'm just recording a little clip here. By the way, these clips will be uploaded to my TikTok, so make sure you guys follow me on TikTok. Incredible. It is really amazing to see this up close. And right here we can see One World Trade Center coming into view as well. It is incredible to see this up close. All right, so once again, 88 spotlights, 44 for each of the two twin towers. They go all the way up to about 4 miles, and they can be seen from as far away as 60 miles in all directions. What a view. Okay, so there was a 20-minute pause there to allow birds to migrate without interference. These lights are known to cause interference with migrating birds. So that is the reason why we saw them being temporarily turned off, to allow the birds to migrate. Any birds that are migrating right now. Incredible view. Okay, so we're gonna walk back now to the memorial pools. We're gonna walk back there. We're gonna go visit the Oculus real quick, and then from there I'll be ending the stream. So I'll be ending the stream at the Oculus, the World Trade Center Transportation Hub. So we're gonna walk back there, and then I'll be ending the stream there from the Oculus. Look how incredible this looks. Wow. An amazing sight. So I'm just gonna have my camera pointed at these lights here as I walk. Look at the view here in between the two main tribute lights right here. Incredible, right there. Each one of those representing each one of the two twin towers. I gotta grab, let me do another video here from this angle. All right, so apologies there for my having my other phone in the view there. That is incredible. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna walk towards the Oculus, and then I'll be ending the stream there for the night. This has been a rather long night here. It is already 10 o'clock here in New York City. It is a beautiful night here as we remember the victims of the 9/11 attacks on tonight, the 24-year anniversary. What a view. Okay, so we are walking to the Oculus here, and then I'll be ending the stream there. So thank you all once again for joining me on the stream. We saw a little bit of the Feast of San Gennaro towards the beginning of the stream, that portion of the stream, and right now we have just covered the memorial here, the 24-year anniversary of the 9/11 attacks here at the World Trade Center site. And thank you, Angie, once again for your donation over on PayPal. So that is greatly appreciated. And we have the bagpipes. Perhaps we can check out the bagpipes being played over by the memorial pool. So let me see if I can check that out real quick. I have done a lot of walking today, so I definitely do need my rest as well. And thank you, Fisher, for tuning in as well. This has been a fantastic stream. There is just so much to talk about, you know, when you're covering 9/11. There's just so much to talk about. You know, I try to get to as much of it as I was able to. So I'm definitely going to stick around for a little bit more right after this stream ends, so I can take more pictures and you know, do more video clips. So I'll definitely be hanging around here for a little bit afterwards. Make sure you guys follow me on TikTok to definitely view those videos. All right, so we have the bagpipes here. Right in front of the O'Hara's pub. Another video of One World Trade Center lit up in blue. Okay, round of applause there for the bagpipe players. And let's give it up to all of our first responders, men and women of the New York Fire Department, as well as the New York Police Department, the Port Authority Police, our military, all of our rescue workers, paramedics, EMTs, as well as everyone who participated in the recovery operations on 9/11. You know, the iron workers as well. Can't forget those folks, the construction workers, the iron workers. Everyone that participated, the volunteers as well. There were many volunteers who participated in the recovery operations on 9/11 here, in the days and weeks after 9/11. All right, so we're gonna head into the Oculus here, the transportation hub. We have many folks still out in the 9/11 memorial there across the street, checking out the pools there, the reflecting pools. What a beautiful night. I can definitely smell the water, the mist coming off the reflecting pools. You can definitely smell it here from across the street. It definitely has a chlorine smell to it. And right here, this is the lobby right here to 3 World Trade Center. We can see the lobby right here, 3 World Trade Center. And high above us, of course, we have 1 World Trade Center.
Yeah, so my
And right here, we can see the Oculus. So let's check out the Oculus here real quick before we end the stream tonight. The Oculus, of course, is lit up in blue as well, both on the inside here. Okay. Look at all of the folks getting in here. This is also the side of the mall here. The shops at the Oculus, which replaced the original World Trade Center mall that was destroyed on 9/11. Thank you so much. Okay, so here we are. This structure, by the way, was designed by Santiago Calatrava, Spanish architect, who was also responsible for designing the St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church, which we saw earlier. The Oculus here serves as a symbol of hope here at the World Trade Center site. Okay, so this is according to the website here. It is in alignment with the sun's solar angles on each September the 11th from 8:46 a.m. when the first plane struck until 10:28 a.m. when the second tower collapsed. Its central skylight fits this alignment and washes the Oculus floor with a beam of light named a wedge of light that moves across the floor and illuminates the two parallel columns of light at the time of the attacks of the original Twin Towers. So they specifically designed this structure here to reflect different periods from 9/11, and this also serves as a way for natural sunlight to come in and illuminate the Oculus here. Okay, so let me widen the shot here so you guys can see more of it. There you go. Look how beautiful this is. I know this place. Yeah, this is the Oculus, Andrew. This is the Oculus, also known as the World Trade Center transportation hub. So let me show you guys. We're gonna have to go to I believe it's the other end here. By the way, this is the subway here to the 1 train. Well, I'm gonna show you guys before I end the stream tonight. I'm gonna show you guys a portion of the subway here that remains as the way it did back on 9/11 or prior to 9/11. So let me show you guys that real quick. It's over. I believe it's over here by the A and the C line.
Not at night. Well, not at night, but it looks the same as in the day.
And right here we can see the Apple Store. Right here, there is an Apple Store here. Live from the Apple Store, awaiting the launch of the iPhone 17. They're waiting for the iPhone 17 over here, as well as the new Apple Watch and the new Apple, the AirPods. Okay, so let me see where it is exactly. It's around here somewhere, so let me try to see if I can find that location. I believe the top opens up as well. I don't think it does, honestly. This is not a retractable roof as far as I know. Okay, I believe it's right over here. Yeah, I believe this is the spot right here. So we're gonna go up here. I believe it's right over here, where we can see where, yeah, I believe it's this spot right here. you guys can see how the floor tiles change. So this is the newer floor tiles right here. And right over here, we can see the original floor tiles from prior to 9/11. So this is what the station here looked like. This is the East Subway station. This is what it looked like prior to 9/11. They decided to preserve this part of the subway station as a reminder of of everything that happened on 9/11. And right over here, we can see this marking here. That X represents that the area was dangerous at the time. And that is the date right there, September the 13th. This was spray painted, by the way, by the Massachusetts Task Force. And we can see right here, the markings on this door were made by search and rescue teams in the immediate aftermath of the September the 11th, 2001 attacks on the World Trade Center. The code indicates that the search occurred on September the 11th, or September 13th rather, 2001. The X in a box represents that the conditions at the time made this a dangerous area. The other symbols represent that the search of the area was undertaken by the U.S. Federal Emergency Management Task Force, or FEMA, and the Massachusetts Task Force. So we can see right there the X, which represents that the area was considered dangerous. Right there we can see the Massachusetts Task Force rescue group, and that is the date right there, September the 13th. So this is what this portion of the subway station here at the World Trade Center looked like on 9/11. It is still preserved as it appeared in the days before and in the days afterwards. So this was not part of the, they just decided to preserve this as it was in those days. So a very interesting fact here. And right here we can see another sign here. This World Trade Center subway entrance area retains the same design and appearance as this space as it existed prior to the terrorist attacks of September the 11th, 2001. Many of the materials in this area, including the Travertine floors, signature stores, and other fixtures, have been preserved from the original World Trade Center complex. This space was used by thousands of daily commuters and visitors to the original World Trade Center, and now maintains the same function as part of the World Trade Center transportation hub. So this is the portion of the subway that was preserved from 2001. So very interesting fact here. So all of this, the flooring here, this is all original from 2001. As we transition over to the newer floor tiles over here, as part of the Oculus, the transportation hub here at the World Trade Center. All right, folks, so we're just gonna head back here. Okay, so as we overlook the Oculus here, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me tonight on this stream. This was a very special stream. We covered some of the Feast of San Gennaro, but the main focus of tonight's stream, of course, was to honor and commemorate the 24-year anniversary of the 9/11 attacks from 2001, as well as pay our respects and remember every one of those who lost their lives on 9/11. So may their honor, their memory live forever in our hearts.
You gotta get to Brookfield, please.
We certainly will never forget. And despite our current times now with war and political conflict, let us take our time here to love and care about each other. I believe that we certainly have lost that in the years since 9/11, what this nation was, where we united against terrorism and hatred. So we definitely have lost a lot of that in the years since. So that is something that we definitely need to get back. We are one nation, we are one world, we are one species, regardless of our differences, whether it be political, you know, by race or color, heritage, any of that stuff. We are all human beings, and let us all remember who we were, who we come from, where we come from. We will definitely never forget, and united we still stand. Okay, so let me head back up here since I have to go back outside one more time here. So I'm gonna end the stream here. As these folks make their way down, I'm making my way up.
Oh, and then she flipped out, right?
Not really flipped out.
Okay, folks, I will end the stream here. Thank you all once again on this very special stream on the 24-year anniversary of September the 11th. As we look one more time here at the Oculus. If you guys haven't already done so, make sure to like the stream, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Angie, once again for your donation over on PayPal. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you, Fisher. May you be safe as well. Never forget 9/11. Never forget all of our first responders, all of our heroes who made the ultimate sacrifice that day. And never forget the 2,977 folks who lost their lives on 9/11. So their memory will always live on. Thank you, everybody. I will see you guys on Saturday for the Feast of San Gennaro, the Grand Procession and Parade. We'll be there on Saturday, right along Mulberry Street in Little Italy. So make sure you guys tune in for that event. It should be a fun one. So thank you all once again. May you all have a good night. Let me just put this up real quick. United we stand. God bless you all. I will see you all back on Saturday for the Feast of San Gennaro, the Grand Procession and the Parade. We'll be heading back there in Little Italy. So from here at the Oculus and the World Trade Center site, thank you all once again. May we never forget. And hello, Jenny. Beautiful indeed. You're welcome, Jenny. United we stand. Remember, love over hate. Love over hate. God bless you all, and I will see you back all on Saturday. So long and have a good night. Never forget here from the World Trade Center and the Oculus. So take care. God bless you all. I will see you all back on Saturday for the Feast of San Gennaro over in Little Italy. So thank you all. May everybody have a good night. And I'll see you back on Saturday. Take care, everybody.